Sai Deepak responds to the question of what his choice would be if he had to choose between Sanatan Dharma and India.
Namaste.
Namaste, Sai Deepak. You sound better in person than on YouTube.
Oh, okay. Do I look better or not?
I wanted to understand
Yes.
within the recesses of your mind, how does Sanatan Dharma and Bharat link in the sense, if you had to save one, sacrificing the other, would you save the Sanatan Dharma and sacrifice Bharat? Or would you save Bharat or India and sacrifice the Dharma?
It's a beautiful question, and I'll relate it to my own personal experience, and I'll connect it to the works of Radha Kumud Mukherjee and Majumdar in a slightly different sense. You have to read them for their understanding of the importance of geography. So let me explain this. So when you start practicing your Nitya Karma, and if you happen to be someone who is traveling on a regular basis, you're not going to be provided the best of circumstances to follow it to the T always. So the rule is 100% when you're at home, 75% at your relative's place, 50% at a friend's place, and 25% in enemy territory. More or less, that seems to be the equation. That means home is where you get to practice dharma 100%. Particularly when you happen to be a literally rooted faith. Its teachings are universal. Please don't discount it. I am not taking away the universalism of our teachings. But it certainly has a lodestone, a mothership, an epicenter, namely Bharat. Okay. Now the question that you're asking me to answer is an eventuality, which is if Hindus were to face the same situation as the Jews during the Roman period and we were forced to exile and we were forced to run away, or the closer home experience of the Kashmiri Pandits from Kashmir, what do you do then? Well, although it's a huge loss, because this is the bhumi that is associated with all your itihasas and puranas, and therefore all the consecrated spaces, the Shaktipeethas, the Jyotirlingas and whatnot, the gatekeepers, namely Badri and Travancore of our borders, what do you do then? It is Sanatana Dharma, it will still have to find a way to exist. And no wonder it is finding, let's say, people who are embracing it in Russia and other places. That is perhaps proof of the fact that, yes, this too is possible. But am I going to therefore use that as an example to say that this is the default position? In logic, you never use an extreme situation to judge the validity of a proposition in the median. It makes really no sense. Because the logic of peacetime is different from the logic of wartime. It can't be the same. Right? If it comes to that, and if that unfortunate eventuality ever happens, my answer would be dharma is your only remaining psychological connect to Bharata, and therefore hold on to dharma. And that's exactly what the NRIs do when they go there. They try to recreate it as much as possible. They are not just recreating a mental faith. They are trying to recreate the ambience. They are trying to recreate the space itself. And that is why Radha Kumud Mukherjee and R.C. Majumdar insist on the importance of a geography as a karma bhumi to fulfill your dharma. And they also use this as the basis to say that's why the concept of a Bharata has always existed well before the British man set foot, because we have treated this as the place to work out our dharma. I genuinely hope that the energy that you have just cast out in the universe dissipates without a trace. I'm grateful. Thank you so very much for the patient hearing.